So let's have a look at what some real-life organisations have actually done. Let's start with a university. This is a cool example because it goes to the level that this is capable of achieving. CQU in Queensland recognised that their students are learning in a whole lot of different ways, from virtual classes to sharing on social media. They were going to libraries, they were in group chats, sure, they were going to classrooms, they were doing all sorts of things. And they knew that by convention, this is all that a university or a learning institution sees: the practical sessions, the classes and the assignments, and it is not giving them an adequate picture of their learners. So when they decided to connect all of those things together with xAPI, they were able to do this: collect full data on their learners, feed it through an artificial intelligence engine, and then get actual predictions about how learners were going. Who was going to need what in future? That might sound sci-fi. Is this student going to fail next year? They're doing fine now, but they're on track for failure? That's a bit out there, isn't it? But you know, what is it that means you can't make those predictions now? It's the sort of things like, well, you know, the student might be doing really well, but they're disengaged. Or the student is not doing well, but hey, they're trying really hard and they're likely to recover. Those sort of attitudinal angles. The student is doing really well in formal assessment, but you know, they're not going to the library until the last minute. They're cramming. And next year's exams are harder, so cramming ain't going to cut it. Connecting the library into this assessment and saying, hey, when did they look at the book? Or what did they read in terms of articles? Or when they went online, were they in fun chats only? Or were they putting in really interesting, considered contributions to educational fora that provoked interesting discussions? All of those sorts of bits of information are sufficient to give much richer clues to something like an AI. By the way, at this point in the discussion, everybody starts thinking, whoa, this sounds Big Brother. You're collecting a lot of data here. Let me just reassure you of something. xAPI was created by the Pentagon. If anyone is worried about data security, it's them. And actually, I do a total lecture just on the subject of xAPI privacy because it has so much better privacy behind it than SCORM did. You really ought to be worried about your LMS data, not xAPI. xAPI's better. So yes, we can see a lot more, but we see it in a way that has layers of security.